Okay, folks, this is crazy. As of yesterday, Donald Trump was at an event at the Mount Rushmore where he basically stated that he wants to put his face next to the historical figures on Mount Rushmore. Put a photo right now. As you see, it's basically a cookie that they were giving to these people that were attending the events. And as you see on the far right, guess what? It's Donald Trump's face next to these legends, basically prior presidents, as we know. And not only that, Donald Trump had a terrible speech. Basically, people are mad about this online. Basically, Donald Trump turned this whole event into a political standpoint where he was basically insulting other. It doesn't matter if you have to be you have to be MAGA supporters, and you cannot be a liberal, you cannot be Republican. No, you have to support MAGA. It's ridiculous. Donald Trump basically flipped the whole event. People were there to celebrate America's 250th birthday, and just for him to be flipping it upside down and making it all about him. We know that Donald Trump the past few weeks, or best case, few months, or some would say a few years now, has been losing his mind. We've seen him on these true social rants at 3, even 4 in the morning, at 2 in the morning, where he does 100 posts in a few hours, and him posting AI slop left, right, and center, insulting prior presidents, and him insulting Barack Obama. We know that he's had a long feud with Barack Obama the past few years now. We know that he wants to put him in jail. And basically, Barack Obama responded stating that Donald Trump is not the same person that he is online and in person. In person, he basically dumbs down and becomes this super friendly guy, which, as we know, Donald Trump is all talk. He's basically this big mini bulldog. And when you actually confront him, he shines up and doesn't really do much. And he also stated that they were winning the war in Iran, which we clearly know they aren't. Sadly, it's sad to say, but this war is useless. They're spending millions, if not a few $billion a day. We know they were spending $900 million a day just to fund the war. In the last 2 days, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, they were spending $200 billion just on bombs the last 2 days of the war prior to the ceasefire. And not only that, JD Vance pretty much admitted that they're doing these ceasefires to replenish oil for them to restart again. And basically, the Trump regime, the Trump family, technically, that all lives in the White House, and his family members and Jared Kushner and all these other people, are manipulating the markets for them to make even more money. Donald Trump made $2.2 billion last year just off investments, which is basically insider trading. He made $1 billion just on crypto. We know that Bitcoin, Trump coin, Melania coin, all these other big Trump-supported coins went down basically to zero, basically the few dollars at best. And we know that Donald Trump is fluctuating the market super much. We know that oil was up 50% for a few months, and then now it's back down to normal. But as we know, the war in Iran might go to shit again. We know that Donald Trump might be spending more money again. And we know that oil might go up again. The American people were struggling for a few months, considering that gas is already expensive. And just gas to be at 50% is ridiculous. And here's the worst part. This not only affects America, this affects the world. When oil was at 50%, gas in Canada was up. Oil everywhere in the world. Europe was up. I don't know where you are. Maybe you're in London or Europe, wherever. It doesn't matter. It was up worldwide. Also, food is up a lot. We know that a lot of American people were struggling to just pay their bills. And American soldiers were wounded in this war for no reason. We know that they've been saying that Iran could be building this nuclear weapon, which I don't think they are at all. Ross would have used it a long time ago at the event. I'll play the clip right now where he basically states that you need to be supporting MAGA. Play the clip right now.
In history, by the best people like you. You can be loyal to Karl Marx, or you can be loyal to America. You can be a communist, or you can be a patriot. You cannot be both. As for those who peddle Marxist lies about our heritage, or tell our children that we live on stolen land, or that our heroes were oppressors, they're doing something much worse than slandering our past. They are slandering and attacking our future. Not going to let that happen. They're trying to tear down the great American character, to destroy the people who declared independence.
And Donald Trump needs to stop all this heretic bullshit where he basically, you need to support MAGA to be a true American. That's not how it is. No. And either way, when it comes to these big events like the America's 250th birthday, or either July 4th, which is basically today, it should be about Americans, not about MAGA, not about liberals, not about Republicans. It should be about Americans. Donald Trump keeps on flipping the script over and over again to basically make him have more of a bigger ego. We know that Donald Trump loves to boast online about his 30 on 30 cognitive score, and him basically saying that he's the best president of all time, which, look, you can leave it down in the comments. I don't think he is at all. I've mentioned that in other videos multiple times. And he clearly is not there at all. We've seen him basically nearly lose like his footing while walking and leaving the White House, and him sleeping at events. We've saw him sleep at the Knicks event, him sleeping in private cabinet meetings, which, listen, when you make a private meeting open to the news outlets and you are sleeping in them, that is not the clearest sign ever. These events are meant to be closed off to the public, and him to be sleeping when there's cameras all around him is not a good sign at all. Trump's team was stating that he was just resting his eyes. Who rests their eyes in general? When you're resting your eyes, you're basically just sleeping. Be real. Nobody just rests their eyes. Imagine if you're working your job in front of people and you're just closing your eyes. You're basically sleeping. Totally unprofessional. I can't imagine what other world leaders like Putin or even Kim Jong-un or Xi Jinping was seeing this. He was probably thinking Donald Trump is losing his mind. He's clearly not healthy. We know that Donald Trump had leg swelling and his arm was bruised. And even sometimes he's so tired that he has deep eye bags, and him basically ranting all around the place. We've seen him walk off an interview with Kristen Welker a few weeks ago, where he was basically fuming and he broke the mic. Totally unprofessional. We know that she waited for the whole interview, which took a few hours for Trump to make it, and just for him to walk off instantly. Super professional. He was super mad. He basically acted like a crybaby. This is crazy. I'm Matt from The Berube Show. Usually I'm with my brother. He's not there right now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Listen to my podcast. I'm on every single platform. You can see me anywhere. The goal is 1,000 subscribers. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.